Bush camping. Who doesn't love getting back to nature and camping out in the bush where there is no one or nothing for hundreds of metres, if not kilometres. It is so good, and the reason why we love bush camping is purely that reason. There's nobody else around. It's not like your campgrounds, your caravan parks where you've got neighbours and other people around you all the time. This is just getting back to nature with nothing. That's our setup where we're camped here in the bush with nothing, basically. We've got the van, so it's not really bush camping, it's bush glamping. And if you've been following us for a while, you will know that we are set up to be fully off-grid with a few other little creature comforts like the Starlink. We're all fully solar powered with the big lithium battery system in there. We've got the panels up on the roof, extra solar just to top her up, which I do believe when you're off-grid camping, having portable panels is so good. Being able to move it for wherever that sun is. You're not just fixed to the panels on the roof of the van. If you're under a tree or something, a bit of shade, you're going to limit how many amps are going into your batteries. Water supply, when you're off-grid, bush camping, we've got 160 litres in there, plus 40 litres of drinking water. So we can go for about 5 or 6 days on that. Then we've got the other water tank in the ute, so we can just top her up and get an extra couple of days. So we can go for at least 7 days, 8 days off-grid. Gas-powered fridge, so the fridge is nice and cold. We get about 2 weeks out of the gas. Plus out here where we've been, it's getting down to about the 3 or 4 degrees in the morning. So fairly cool of a night time. And we do have the gas heater going in the van, which keeps it a toasty 20 degrees of a night time. So probably using a little bit extra gas there. But we just love getting away from everyone and being in the bush and back to nature. You get up early in the morning, sit around the fire with a coffee, and there is nothing. There's no noise whatsoever. Just the birds, the wind in the trees. It's so good and so relaxing after a busy couple of weeks at work. It just gets you out here and gets your mind off everything back in the real world. So this is us for just a quick weekend away, just to regroup, recover after a busy few weeks. And we're just gonna kick back and take it easy. You can do as little as you want or as much as you want. We're out in gold country, so we have been doing a little bit of detecting, maybe a little bit of panning, but it's fairly dry out here at the moment, so there's not much water in the creek for panning. But we'll see if we can come up with a plan today and see if we can find a bit of the shiny stuff. But whether we do or not, we've already won and we've already struck gold just being here in the bush, bush camping. Anybody can do it. You don't need a flash caravan with all the off-grid setup. You can come out here in your tent and be comfortable. Maybe not in winter time when there's ice on the ground, but you only need the basics, and you too can get out here and just enjoy nature at its quietest with no neighbours, just cooking on the fire. We haven't used any butane, no gas for cooking, everything's purely been done on the fire. Got the little modified grills fire pit. We cooked a roast pork the other night and that was delicious. First time we've done a roast pork on the actual fire over the coals instead of using heat beads and stuff. We've done a few at home and they've never worked out 100%. That one the other night was about 99.9 I reckon, and still quite a bit left over for lunch meat. Why would you want to come bush when there's no power, there's no water, there's nothing? You can't just rock up to a campground or a caravan park and plug your power lead in, hook your hose onto the tap. Yeah, they're all nice to have if you like being around people, whereas we don't. We prefer to be away from the crowds and just out here in the bush where there's nothing. It's just so quiet. It's good for your mind, it's good for your mental health, and it's good just to take a breath and take it all in and relax for a few days. That's probably not true bush camping when you've got Starlink. You've got TV reception, see what's on TV, not that we watch it much. It's too good sitting out around the fire of a night time. That's why we're here. You can watch TV at home anytime and see what rubbish is on the box. But out here, sitting around the fire watching that bush telly of a night time, doesn't get any better. Can you hear that? Now today we're going exploring some new country where we've never been before, so tag along for the ride. Let's see how we go. Fingers crossed we can find the shiny, maybe even a nugget. Righto, so we're in this new paddock. It's probably a good 100 acres or more, and probably never ever seen a detector in here, so a lot of exploring, but we've come across a roadblock, and now we're not bogged, but we cannot move the vehicle. Have a go at this.
Oh, look, he's mountain now.
They're everywhere. What's out your side?
There's one little one that wants to come and say hello.
Ah.
How
Hey?
cute! They're so cute. And there's a couple of little ones.
Yeah.
New ones.
What about if I beep the horn?
No.
Now, you know we love escaping the city and getting out of the traffic, but I don't mind this type of traffic. How good.
Look, he's scratching himself. She.
Oh, well.
There's one behind me.
Hey, what are you doing with your horns? They're everywhere. We can't go forwards. We can't go back. For how dry it is, they're all in pretty good condition. Any gold in here? Don't put your head down like that. That's not the answer we want.
How cute!
They probably think they're getting a free feed. What are you looking at? Oh, in the mirror? They're everywhere.
See my fingers. Hello. Oh, don't suck it.
Yuck. And now what? Well, looks like we're on foot from here. Let's go and find it. It's so good, and we're so lucky and privileged for the owner of this property, being private property, to let us in to this paddock that has rarely seen people ever. What do you reckon, Mandy? Is it time? Time to find the shine. Let's get them out and start swinging. Good looking country. Righto, we'll put the camera down for a little bit and we'll put the Algo Force E1500 to work. Come over this way. That's a big signal. There's one there and there's another one here. Jammed in between the rocks. Hope it's not a bit of fencing wire. I can see what this first one is. It's a bit of wire or something. We may not worry about digging the others. Wouldn't it be marvellous Find a nugget. Got him, finally. Oh, I can see it. Ah, that's what it is. Tiniest little bit of wire. Oh, I reckon I know what's in the other hole then. I might leave the deep one and go and dig that other one behind you. All that for that. Well, a big day down there looking for gold, and all we found was 100 acres full of wire. So we come back to camp, we've got the fires going, but while we've been sitting back having a beer, we had to go on a rescue mission and rescue little baby goat. He's lost a mum. I can hear mum calling out over across the other side of the paddock there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
There's goats everywhere in the paddock. So we've done a bit of goat wrangling this afternoon while we were down there looking for somewhere to go fossicking tomorrow. Oh, I think Mandy's found a new friend. Are you my mum? It's probably only a couple of days old, if that. Stuck down the creek, all on her own. Trying to catch her in between the logs. Big clump of driftwood. Whoop, what's going on there? You gonna call mum again?
Come on.
Mum!
Call mum.
She's comfortable now. Who would have thought? Mum! So we made it past the ute. I thought this little fella was going to go in the ute with us and be coming home. We went up and found the rest of the herd, but Mum was nowhere to be seen. Where is Mum? The little fella seemed to know whether they can smell or whatever, and after quick thanks guys, he was off. Must have seen Mum over in the distance, hopping off into the sunset, back to be with his mum. How good is it, saving one of these little goats? So cute, so precious, just like being out in the bush at sunset. So after that rescue mission, we get back to the caravan, and after being parked there for a few days, the rest of the herd were getting pretty friendly and getting to know us. They weren't scared of us being parked there and invading their property anymore. Come in for a quick feed, a bit of a snack on an apple. Never seen a goat eat close up before. Pretty entertaining, unless that's just me. I found it pretty funny anyway. Good value. When you're out on property like this and camping in the bush, you just expect the unexpected. You never know what's going to happen next. Good for a laugh on our last afternoon of being camped on this property, which is just amazing. And we can't wait to get back out there somewhere else in the bush and discover more of these unexpected little bonuses on our adventures. Cheers guys, and this has been another great weekend of bush camping, nearly in the middle of nowhere. Meanwhile, we've got all the comforts of home. And then you have a great fire with a great sunset. What's not to love about bush camping? Eh? We just live for this, getting away from the city, getting away on weekends, away from work, just to forget about everything. Come and watch a bit of the bush telly, kick back in the van, watch a bit of telly of a night time, and I'm always the first one to sleep. And snoring. Hey Mandy?
Yes.
Yes. But this has got to be the best time of the day when you can sit around the fire with your beautiful wife-to-be, cold beer, and admire that sunset. And big news guys, the day this video goes live and you're watching this will be 12 months nearly to the day when we get to do this full time. So September, end of September next year, we'll be on the road full time, enjoying this and living the dream 365 days a year of living on the road. And there'll be lots of bush camping just like this. Bush camping, free camping, off-grid camping, glamping, parked up in a paddock somewhere where we can just unwind and go on different adventures and see a lot more of Queensland and a lot more of Australia. So thanks very much for watching, guys. We're going to kick back and enjoy this fire with a cold beer, and we're on the road going home tomorrow for another busy couple of weeks until we get out for the next adventure, and we'll see you all then. Thanks for watching. See you later. How good is it? Don't forget, guys, hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Once you subscribe, you won't miss a thing of any of our future adventures, including, after 365 days time, life on the road forever.